All right, so is the new MacBook Neo actually good for content creators like myself, or is it just a cheap Mac that looks good in the Apple Store? Well, here's the real answer. For beginner to intermediate creators, especially people that edit talking head videos, shorts, thumbnails, social media content, and even light design work, this thing makes a lot of sense. But if your workflow leans hard into programs like Premiere Pro, After Effects, or even heavy DaVinci Resolve work, maybe you're a color corrector, well, this is where the compromises start to show. I'm going to show this to you real quickly. We're going to look at a whole bunch of programs. We're going to dig in. Let me show you. So today I'm breaking down the MacBook Neo specifically for content creators like us. We're going to look at a few different apps like CapCut, Premiere Pro, Photoshop, After Effects, Canva, and ChatGPT. That's a nice sample of creator apps. If there's an app that I did not say that you use, leave a comment. Let me know. We'll make a future video on it. All right, now let's dig in. Let's start taking a look. All right, so before we jump into the apps, let's frame this properly. The MacBook Neo is not trying to be a MacBook Pro. It's Apple's new entry-level MacBook. It starts at $599 USD, $499 if you're a student. Now, for those of you that care about specs, I'll cover them real quickly here. It uses the A18 Pro chip, not an M series chip, and it's positioned as an affordable portable Mac with a 13-inch liquid retina display, 500 nits of brightness, a 1080p camera, and up to 16 hours of video streaming battery life. Now this matters because this laptop is really all about mobility, simplicity, and price. It is not maxed out production power. So the right question you should be asking is not, can this beat a MacBook Pro, for example? The right question is, can this make content creation easy enough, especially given the price? Literally everything you need to do can be done on the Neo. So let's start it off by diving into CapCut. I'm going to show you how this free desktop editor works great for creating video, cutting video, and even publishing to YouTube.
Watch me create 10 viral clips from one long-form video for free using only AI. Just head on over to opus.pro and drop in any long-form video. Opus Clip automatically finds the strongest moments, turns them into multiple vertical clips, adds captions, and keeps the speakers perfectly centered with built-in face tracking. What I love is how Opus Clip highlights key moments for you. It even discovers clips I definitely would have missed doing this the old-fashioned way. There's even a built-in video editor right within the Opus platform. You can even do all of this from your phone. If clipping content slows you down, Opus Clips is 100% worth checking out. Just find the link below to try Opus Clip out for free today. All right, back to the video.
All right, here we go. So the first app I'm going to show you is CapCut. I'm going to show you this to you very quickly. I am using the desktop version. There are two other versions. Also, it is free to download, so keep that in mind, although they do have paid options as well. But here we go. We're using the free version. I don't have one. I actually have 5 layers of 4K footage stacked on top of each other. Plus, check this out. I've got an adjustment layer where we've done some color correction, some color grading on the right side. I'll go real quickly here. I'll show you I've made a whole bunch of changes to the temperature, tint, etc., saturation. Above that, I've got 3 filters applied on top of all of that footage and on top of the color correction. We've got a cyan red filter, which gives it the nice red-blue look. We've got an 8K filter, and we've got a film filter to give it that nice film look. And then in addition, I've got 4 effects on top of that. This is how good the Neo is here. We've got a film overlay, a glow effect, a black noise effect, and an anime speed effect. Watch this. I'm going to take it right to the beginning. All of these things stacked on top of each other. I'll hit play. Watch this. It is working. It is working. You can do incredible video editing, color correction, effects, filters, all of that inside a Neo. The 8 gigabytes of RAM doesn't matter. It works, and it works great. I just showed it to you. So there we go. There's the first thing I want to show you. Now let's dig into the next app. All right, the second thing I use in my workflow is ChatGPT. Now, quickly note here, I have not one, I have 11 Chrome tabs open. So I'm not just showing you Scratch. This has got a ton of tabs open because that tends to use up resources and memory. But in this case, we've got 11 tabs open. ChatGPT, watch this here. I've got into the free version, chatgpt.com. Keep in mind it is browser-based, so you do not need to be doing anything downloading. Just go ahead and open up a browser. I'll hit the go button here. It says, help me write a 7-minute script about ChatGPT and how to use it for vibe coding. This can literally be anything you want. It just works that simple. Just go to the browser, click in the name. That's it, guys. Now, let's take a look at Photoshop. All right, so the next thing I want to show you is both Canva and Photoshop. As a creator, I use both of them, and again, they both work on Neo, piece of cake. Starting off with Photoshop, it is the more of the taxing of the two. And look at this here, like I'm not gonna go too far into the rabbit hole, but look at this. I've got like 7 folders, and when I open up all of these folders, I've got what, 100 layers? Like this is absolutely crazy. We've got masks, we've got shapes, we've got text, everything you can imagine here. We got vectors. I mean, just throw anything at it and you'll see here that mask groups, you can go ahead and make changes and it works without any slowdown. This is the main point. So if I click here, for example, and I just type, watch this, I'll just double click and I'll type in hello moto, whatever. Bang, it does that. There is no delays. The Neo is fantastic for it. Also, while I got you, Canva is basically it's browser based, and as long as you have an internet browser of any type, you can just go ahead and just work and just do it. As a creator computer, this works perfectly. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm in Canva, I'm using my free account, I'll click on social media, go down here, YouTube thumbnail, it's gonna load up a new browser or a new tab, click on one of these, double click, Curtis, I'll just type my name in here. Look at that, it works perfectly. Canva and Photoshop with 11 tabs open on Google Chrome work like a charm. All right, the next app I want to show you real quickly here is DaVinci Resolve. This is not my go-to app, but it is a free video editor. And you'll see here, again, I've got 5 layers of 4K footage stacked on top of each other. Yeah, I got an attractive lady in a hot tub because that's how I roll, people. And then underneath, you'll see when I hit play, it is running through this smooth as butter. And if we turn the top track off, I've got, well, let's see what we got. Yeah, we got a pretty girl doing some exercise because, again, that's how I roll. I mean, I can't really... yeah, it is what it is, guys. So there we go. And if I wanted to add in some effects, I can show you how good it is with the effects. We got a pretty girl in a hot tub, so I'm, of course, going to put on binoculars. So let's put on a binocular effect. There we go. Now we're looking at her through binoculars. Not weird. And if I go down a little further here, we've got, what do we got here? We've got some sort of, I don't know. Let's put on night vision because... let's make it even weirder. Why not, right? You made it this far in the video. Yeah, you know what you signed up for. So there we go. We've got this, attractive lady in a hot tub. We've applied night vision and binoculars. And if we hit play, for example, well, let's go ahead and hit the play button here. It's a little bit slower. It stutters a little bit at the beginning, but then it just picks up speed and it works. So multiple 4K layers, lots of footage, lots of effects, works as well. So there we go, guys. The last thing I'll show you very quickly is After Effects. This is the big dog. Most people don't use this, but if you're a creator and you want to see if you can do some animations, motion graphics, it even works on the Neo. Let's take a look. All right, the last app I'll show you here that I use a little bit, and for a lot of people, you might not use it. It's pretty advanced, but it works on the Neo. That's the point. Here we go. We are in After Effects. I'm going to go ahead and move the playhead to the beginning here. I'll hit spacebar to preview. And look at this here, guys. I've got a very cool logo animation that I, of course, went in and typed in and I changed my name, and it's going smooth as butter. Now, that said, it's not a MacBook Pro. It's not anywhere near as fast, but I've got it in quarter resolution here. And I mean, if I want to make changes to it, you can see here I'm moving the playhead, slides through, no problem. And if I go down here, just type in some text, like I got Kingy AI here, but just to show you how good it works, I could just type in my name, Curtis, there we go, and then close out of that. And then, go back in. Let's see what we got here. At the end here, it should have my name somewhere, wherever I should be right about there. There it is. It says Curtis. So it updated in real time. After Effects does work. Also, when you start After Effects, every time it will say that you don't have the required amount of RAM, or the recommended, I guess, amount is a better way to put it. It wants 16 gigs, but you only get 8 gigs with the Neo. But again, it works, guys. All right, so there you go. We looked at a whole bunch of different apps that creators like us could use or will use every day. Now, if you are a serious creator, or you intend to be a serious creator, especially if you do things like motion graphics and animations and really high-end video editing, I don't recommend the Neo. It's not the right one. I mean, I would go with the MacBook Air or even the MacBook Pro if you got a few bucks kicking around. That's my recommendation. But if you're new or you're a beginner and you want to just get going, you clearly saw it. The Neo handled it all. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment, and I'm going to see you in the next one.